Alright y'all, hey, what's going on? Hope you had a pleasant Sunday. I'm getting ready to cook me something to eat. It's right here. Right, this big old steak right here. I put the other one in the freezer because I'll eat it later. Anyway, you know what? This week must have been mess with Uncle P week, because let me tell you, for all of you who have added me to your Facebook, you've seen me. You know how I am. So if you don't want me to voice my opinion on your Facebook, don't add me. I'm telling you right now, don't add me. I thought I said this before. If you say some stupid stuff on your Facebook, I'm gonna call you stupid. You young dudes out there. Look here, dude. And it's about 3 dudes. One dude from a message board that I go to, and 2 other cats that are online. Fuck you. I don't know how any other way to say it. I've got like one dude's talking about I wouldn't say that to his face. Dude, I would say it to your face. Trust me. I'm not afraid of you. It's funny that you would think so, that you think that I don't know. And then other dudes like meet me in the streets. Partner, I don't live in the streets. I grew up in the streets. I grew up in the hood. But I don't live in the streets. I will never see you in the streets. Period. You stupid. I don't meet you in the street, dog. I'm a grown ass man. The fuck I look like fighting you because you got upset for some shit I said, because your emotions got all caught up in your throat, because you lack the real understanding of masculinity, because you wear your heart on your keyboard. What I look like meeting you in the streets because I pissed you off? Everybody knows where I am, so if you that upset, I ain't too hard to find. But I mean, come on, dude. Look, tell you what, I will apologize. I am sorry that you don't know what a man is. I'm sorry that you have a fucked up sense of masculinity. And I'm sorry that you are presenting yourself as a little stupid, weak-hearted imp. I apologize that you don't know what a man is. I'm sorry your father didn't teach you. I'm sorry. Trey, you weak, dude. You silly. Come on, man. I'm gonna meet you in the streets. I'm a grown man with mortgages, fucking car notes, retirements and shit. Look, I'm gonna look like rolling around in the street with your peasant ass. Go find one of them other dudes to roll down the streets, because for real, you don't want to see me anyway. I'm sorry. Hey, I know everybody has a cousin who beat the shit out of a Navy SEAL. Everybody knows a dude who knows a dude that beat the crap out of a Marine in a bar someplace. Everybody knows that, so I'm sorry. That's what one more thing. So, let's see, I covered it. If you have me on your Facebook and you say something stupid, I'm going to comment on it. Usually when I do it, and it's funny because it's the dudes, because the women be like, Uncle P, you stupid, and laugh this shit off, or will engage me in the debate. Which is another thing. Why is it that the only people that know how to actually disagree with me or have a debate are females? What's wrong with you dudes, man? Y'all can't make a comment without saying nigger? What is wrong? What is up with your fucked up mentality? You can't even agree with a dude without losing your damn mind? But I'm not going to change. I'm still going to light that ass up. Brrr, light it up. So you probably want to remove me from your Facebook. Number 2, I'm not seeing you in the streets because I don't go to the streets. You're beneath me, partner. My parents, my older brother and my sister worked really hard so I wouldn't have to hang out in the streets. So you and I probably would never meet unless I'm driving past your ass and you sitting on a bus stop. And that's real talk. I'm going to go cook this steak, then I'm going to holler at y'all in a minute. Meet me in the street, stupid motherfucker. Alright, dear Uncle P, just wanted to email you a question. I'm an African American teen living in Minnesota. I'm 15 going on 16, but being black, we are already looked down on. I am also a bi teen, which makes it even worse. I just need to know I'm proud to be black and bi, but it seems like I just feel like I'm getting looked down on more. How should I feel proud about myself? Alright, first of all, here's one thing you have got to stop doing. That whole, they look down on us. A lot of us use that they look down on us as a reason not to succeed. It's bullshit. A lot of us use that reason for us to continue to lead these mediocre lives that we lead. And those are the people that you see in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Those are the people that you see when you're in high school, worried more about being popular and being down and walking around looking like an idiot than trying to solidify their future. I can't tell you how to be proud of yourself. I can't tell you how to be proud to be black. But what I can do for you is this. First of all, know who you are and where you come from. This entire country was built on the backs of blacks, with black hands and black blood. Learn about that. Know where you come from. The biggest problem that we have in this country is that we don't stake claim to a country that we built. We are continually defeating ourselves, and this is part of that defeatist attitude. You know, the world looks down on us. Okay, the world looks down on us. What are you gonna do about it? You're gonna let that stop you, or you gonna progress? I can't tell you how to be proud of yourself. What I can tell you is to concentrate on the things that make you you. First of all, I'm gonna tell you like I would tell anybody else. At 15 years old, right now, enjoy your life, but always be looking towards the future. Always be looking for what comes next. You know, look in yourself. There are good things about all of us. There are good things that, look at your parents, where they come from. If nothing more, then look what they do to ensure that you improve upon your station. The first step, dude, the first step is you gotta forget this bullshit defeatist attitude. There are enough of us who are what I call the peasants, who enjoy at least he got a job, at least he got a man, you know, and see that for what it is and improve yourself, dude. You know, it's really a tough question. It's not as cut and dry, but again, the first thing is get away from that defeatist attitude, man. That's what stops you. That's what stops you and a lot of us from doing just about anything, because they're gonna look down on us. So what? So well, I was gonna do the video from the living room, but the steak looked pretty good. I want to watch my TV, so give me a chance to finish eating, and now I get right back on it. Y'all see? Woo! I'm about to get the itis. I'll let y'all in a minute. What's up, man? Hey, I can't breathe. Woo! I don't even feel like it. I told you I got the itis. Let me tell you. Oh, that steak. I couldn't even eat the whole steak. I don't remember it bloated, y'all. It was good. It was good. But anyway, let's get back to the lettuce of it, yeah. Ooh, man. Back to the emails. Dear Uncle P, I can't even breathe. Dear Uncle P, I have a question about my father and my stepfather. Okay? My father has been in my life since I was small. My parents were married and divorced when I was about 5 years old. I am now 17. Since then, right? My mother got married, and I live with my stepfather. He's a great guy. My father's a great guy. I want to ask my dad if it's okay if I call my stepdad Dad, but I think he will be hurt. I think my stepdad has earned the right to be called Dad. What should I do? Well, I'm going to tell you. Oh, man. Forgive me. My son came to me one day with the same thing. You know, I'm in my children's life a lot. You know, I like to say I'm in my son's life more than most dudes are, and they live down the street from their kids. So he comes to me one day and he says, Dad, do you mind if I call stepdad Dad? And I'm gonna tell you, man, it hurt my pride. It hurt my pride. But this is what as a father, what I thought about. My son, it takes a lot of courage to tell me things that I don't want to hear, and especially if you know I don't want to hear them. And I was so proud of my son coming to me and asking me this question. Whether it hurt my pride or not, what could I say? And as a father, I think your father's going to get it. I think he'll get it. It might hurt his pride. The male ego is a fragile thing. Let me tell you, it's a very, very fragile thing. You know, people die over getting their egos bruised. But if he's a good man like you say he is, it might hurt him. But he is going to be so proud of you coming to you and telling him these things. and I don't think you'll have as big a problem as you think you're going to have, and I don't think it's going to be that tough. It took me a minute. It took me a minute, but I realized that I would much rather have a man in my son's life that he respects so much that he wants to give him the title dad than to have my ex-wife marry an idiot. I think you should talk to your father, sit him down and talk to him, and I don't think it's as bad as you think. Dear Uncle Pete, can you please tell me what I should do and can you please tell me what is the best way to meet a man? I know you say we have to make better choices, but I don't know how. Very simple, really. Well, it's not very simple. I take that back. Because to be honest, you can't help who you are attracted to. You can, however, you do have control over who you allow into your life. So no, you can't help who you are attracted to, but you do have control over who you allow into your life. So how do you pick a good man? In 2 minutes or less. First of all, you have to don't look at just the person as they're standing for you. Look at the person with regards of, what type of choices have they made in their lives? Has this person shown himself to be a person who's made bad choices? Do they have a history of making bad choices? And by that I mean, for example, in high school, you see a dude and he's kind of cute, right? And he got dimples and he looks good in a pair of jeans. But he's always in trouble in school. Always seems to be fighting. His grades are lackluster. You're pulling A's and B's and he's pulling C's and D's. Sometimes he don't show up for class. Those things, because regardless of how he might treat you great. He might treat you nice, but what this does is it shows a pattern of the inability to make wise choices. If you're not in high school, if you're a grown woman, and you see this dude and he dropped out of high school, he's got 2, 3 baby mamas, he's always seemed to be waiting for his ship to come in. These are examples of men who've made bad choices. They made a history of bad choices. Now, I'm not saying they're bad people. What I'm saying is, look at a person for who they are and try to see the choices that they have made in their lives before they come to you. That's how you choose a good person. That's one of the things. There's a whole bunch of other traits. What is his relationship to his father? I'm telling you, y'all know, if you tuned in for a while, you know that's my... Ladies, hey, if you meet a dude and he ain't got a relationship with his father, and I mean a good and healthy relationship, leave him alone. Don't date him. I'm telling you, don't date him. Now, someone's gonna make a comment, Uncle P, that don't mean all dudes who didn't have fathers. I ain't saying all dudes, but we're looking at chances. Chances. What are the chances that a dude that was raised without his father is gonna be a well-rounded dude? And I'm gonna tell you, the chances are slim. That's why the cycle keeps repeating itself. So we make choices that are going to have the greatest benefit of success. I hope so. So I'm telling you, if you're a woman, I'm going to tell you up front. And some of you fellas and some of you ladies who are raising men by yourself may not agree with me, and that's cool. Let's talk about it. But ladies, if you meet a dude and he does not have a good relationship with his father, find somebody else. Alright, dear Uncle P, I knew this guy in high school. And when I was in high school, I lost 75 pounds since high school. Now I'm getting ready to graduate college, and I met this guy again, and he would like to take me out. But when I was in high school, he treated me very badly. What should I do? Okay. Y'all know I stopped reading it. What you should do, you know what? I got it. You know what you should do? You should go get the sexiest little number that you got. The sexiest little number that you got. The sexiest heels. Go get your hair did. Go treat yourself out to pamper yourself for a day. Right? Invite dude for coffee. Sit him down, let him throw his game, and then tell him you missed your chance. And then throw up the deuces and walk out. And look, don't just walk out. Glide out. Throw a little shimmy in your waist. You know what I mean? Whoo! And make sure you look at every dude on your way out and smile at them. That's what I think you should do. Dude had a chick. Look, looks are important. I'm gonna be honest with you. Looks are important, but okay, when you weren't up to his standards, there's a difference between not being attracted to someone and just treat them like dirt. Okay, there's a big difference. Now, if you'd have said that when you was in high school you was 200-something pounds and the dude was very nice to you, but he just wasn't checking for you, I would say, okay, now, because he just wasn't attracted to you. But for him to just treat you like dirt, no, sister, nope, can't do it. I'm telling you what you do. Go get your flies gear on and slide up into that brother, and then take pride in the fact that you are still that same person that you was at 200 pounds. And he'll never get none of it. None. Alright, y'all. Alright, y'all. That's it. I got a couple more emails, but I can't do it, man. I can't even. I think I ate too much. But anyway, I will leave you with this. So I told y'all last week I went to church. I went to church this weekend, and the funny thing is, look, I'm hard on Christian. Y'all know I'm not Christian. Right, and the real quick story is I decided that, something was telling me that I needed to go to church. I needed to go. It's like this voice was telling me, you gotta go, you gotta go, you gotta go. So what I decided to do is, I told myself, I told y'all last week, drive past the first church that comes to mind, that's fine. But what I did was, I figured I'm gonna sit in the in the entrance because there were speakers out there. So I'm just gonna sit out there and enjoy myself. And as soon as I got comfortable, and this voice kept telling me, go in. But I'm not going in. You can't make me do nothing. I don't want to do it. I ain't going. And as soon as I got there and got comfortable, this lady comes out and says, well, come on in. So I had to go in. So I go in and I pick the furthest seat in the back, right in the nosebleed section. And I'm sitting there, and then they come up with the Bible verses. And I figured, well, I ain't got no Bible. I ain't got to stand up. Man, it must have been 5 or 6 people just swooped down on me like the Marines. It's like, here's the Bible. Read it. Read it. Oh, man. It was quite an experience. And actually, I enjoyed myself. And at the end, they played them, they asked you, do you want to come to Jesus? And they play the music. So I figured I'm just going to slip out to the back. And I did it last Sunday. I slipped out to the back. They was checking for me this Sunday. They had Uncle Pete corralled, man. Like, it was like people was like, hey, and shaking my hand. And it was it was funny. I mean, it wasn't funny. I enjoyed myself. The funny thing is, I told you, it's an all-white church. It doesn't matter to me, but it's an all-white church. And the funny thing that happened was the guy comes up to me and says, hey, out of nowhere. He comes up and says, hey, my son is black. Oh man, I just had to tell y'all my son's black, and ain't no telling what's gonna come out of my mouth. I had to hold that thought, and I hopped on my motorcycle and rode on off. But anyway, again, I hope you guys had a wonderful Mother's Day. It's been real, and this has been Uncle P, and I'll get with you. Peace.